Hello lovely people and welcome. Thank you so much for coming and visiting my channel. Today I'm just doing a quick little video, and what this is what I'm calling a reverse Dutch pour. Normally with the Dutch pour you put down a solid background. Most of the ones I've seen have been either black or white, and then you do a colorful mix of colors and use the hairdryer to blow those colors out onto the background, and they make really beautiful patterns. What I decided to do this time was to lay a bit of a mix of shades of green down as my background, and as you can see here I'm just adding a little to make sure it's evenly spread, covering the edges, covering the canvas, no canvas exposed, and leaving the greens a little bit mixed so that you don't just have one flat color on the background. Then what I'm going to do is take a white paint, and all of these paints are Liquitex Basics and they're mixed with Floetrol, roughly 3 or 4 to 1 Floetrol to paint, and a little water added for fluidity. But then I laid the white out diagonally, put a little green on each side, used the blow dryer to blow the green over the white and then back out, and then I fiddled with it a little bit. I thought the white was a little too white in some places, and there were some air bubbles that I popped with a toothpick. I went back in and messed around a bunch to get the white patches a little less glaring, and I went over it with a blowtorch to pop any more bubbles. So this mostly worked. You can see right here, there it is. I accidentally pushed the paint with the edge of the hairdryer, so I had to go back over with some more green and white and try to fix that. So it took me a couple of little passes through with paint and with the blow dryer to get that to a point where I was happy with it. And then I spent some time popping bubbles. You can see me popping bubbles there, and going around the edges and making sure all the edges were actually covered. So I use my scraper or spreader here to pick up paint that's fallen down onto the mat and put it around on the edges of the canvas to make sure my edges are all covered. And then I let it dry for a couple of days. And this one was interesting because while it dried, it changed a little bit. And in particular, the area to pay attention to partly is the dead white areas, because they more of the background green came through them over time, and when they dried I actually really like the way they ended up. And the other thing is that shape that's slightly to the right of center on the top. And here you can kind of look at it and think it might look like an animal or something arching over with the neck coming straight down and the head. But after it dries, it looks very much more like a dragon, and I really love the way that came out. So when I show you the final picture here, you can look at that and see what I mean. There it is. So I see a dragon in that. I see a long neck, I see a face with an eye and a mouth, and I can kind of see a leg a little bit, and so on. So I'm really pleased with this. So in just a little quick painting, but I really like the way it came out. So as always, thank you so much for visiting. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment below. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. Take it easy for the next little while. It's a difficult time, and take care of yourselves and be well. Thank you so much.